Meeting with the president. It is an all hands on deck. The president called that meeting with all Republican senators to hammer out Obamacare repeal and replace. Let's take the political power panel. We have Independent Women Forum, Patrice Lee Onwuka, and former Hillary Clinton Communications Director Adrienne Elrod. Patrice, first to you. You heard Mitch McConnell. He just said this. There are one of two things that will happen. Either we change it or Obamacare collapses. And he would rather change it because if it collapses, according to Mitch McConnell, it means he would have to sit down with Chuck Schumer and there would be no reform of Medicaid or the market-based reforms that the GOP wants. What are your thoughts about that?
I mean, I think he's making it very clear to those senators who have either saying they're not going to vote for it or who are on the fence that this needs to happen. They need to be held accountable, and that the American public has been waiting after how many election cycles for Republicans to actually repeal Obamacare.
You know, Adrienne, how come the Democrats aren't coming to the table to fix Obamacare? It is collapsing. We have 4 of 10 U.S. counties with just one insurer in the exchanges. You've talked about premiums and deductibles skyrocketing out of control, middle-class families getting hurt. Why won't Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi stop with the fear-mongering and come to the table and do a fix once and for all? Adrienne?
Yes.
That was to you.
Oh, I know. I'm sorry. I literally, I did not hear the audio. I apologize.
No worry. Can you hear me now? So the Democrats choose to fearmonger instead of coming to the table to fix Obamacare.
No, look, Democrats want to see fixes to Obamacare.
What are they doing to offer fixes, though? Are they sitting down at the table right now with Republicans to fix it? No.
They don't want to see this. They don't want to see this completely repealed, and that's why you are seeing a lot of behind the machines maneuvering here. But Democrats want to see fixes made to this bill. They're not saying absolutely stop it, but they're saying let's not fully repeal Obamacare. Okay, here's the thing, Patrice. You know, somebody just tweeted to me that, you know, Chuck Schumer saying that the GOP repeal and replace is rotten to the core. Well, at the core of the bill is Obamacare. So it is rotting and it is collapsing. And here's the other issue, too. Medicaid reform, Patrice, $150 billion more in Medicaid spending over the next 10 years. Under Obamacare, those rolls went up. More people enrolled in Medicaid, 29% more. 1 in 4 Americans are on Medicaid. It's for the poor and the disabled. Go ahead, Patrice.
Well, I think this repeal bill is trying to get at targeting Medicare to those who really need it. Medicaid, to those who really need it. And it's fiscally responsible to do so rather than to hold taxpayers accountable for increased costs for people who probably could be better served if we have a real market that's working for people, providing choices.
Adrienne, you're a straight shooter. We love having you on the show. You're really honest. If Obamacare collapses, who gets the blame? Do the Democrats or the Republicans get the blame?
Well, I think in this case the Republicans get the blame.
Why not the Democrats? It's their bill.
Because Democrats passed this bill. We want to see
on a straight line party vote with all Democrats voting for it. Go ahead.
We want to see changes made to this bill. We do not want to see Obamacare repealed. We want to see changes made to the ACA.
What changes?
So Republicans want to let this completely collapse. It is on them.
What changes do the Democrats want? We just see fear-mongering. Go ahead.
Well, we want to see Medicaid expansion continue to take place.
That will happen under the GOP bill, $150 billion more in spending over the next 10 years.
Yeah, but also the CBO projected that 22 million people will lose health care under this bill by 2026.
Well, wait, hang on. Patrice, that 22 million, this is the problem with the Republicans. They don't get the message out. The CBO said 15 million of those, they may not choose to have coverage because that mandate tax goes away. They could still buy coverage with tax credits. I'm not sure the CBO got it right there. What do you think, Patrice?
No, I think that's right. I mean, it's disingenuous to withhold that 15 million number when there are a lot of people who have, frankly, taken the tax penalty every year because they don't want to take Obamacare and they feel like it's in their best interest to be able to just pay a penalty rather than take health care. Now, health care is responsible, sure, but what about the choice and the individual choice that Americans should be able to have over decisions like health care?
Adrienne, you get the final word. Go ahead.
No, I mean, look, at the end of the day, health care, I fundamentally believe, and so do Democrats, that health care is a privilege in this country. It is something that we believe that every American should be able to afford. And right now, the way the Republicans are handling Trump care, it is making health care incredibly more expensive, and that is why you would see 26 million people not have health care.
Right.
I'm sorry, 22 million people not have health care by 20.
They do have a
$138
$138 billion fund for pre-existing conditions instead of putting it on the people in the exchanges and ratcheting up those prices,
but
right?
they're raising the rate so high that people can't actually afford to get health care, and that's why you would lose so many people on this plan.
Okay, we're going to watch this debate as it unfolds. Adrienne, good to see you. Thank you.